private investigator has said he is sorry for targeting the Duke of Sussex's ex-girlfriend Chelsy Davy when she was dating the prince. Private investigator Gavin Burrows said that the press were ruthless in their hunt for headlines concerning Prince Harry. He said, "They've got no morals, they absolutely have got no morals." Mr. Burrows was interviewed by the BBC and claimed that the press had focused on Prince Harry in the 2000s as the new Diana. A British private investigator working for the publishers of The Sun and the former News of the World has told a BBC documentary that he tried to find out if Prince Harry's former girlfriend, Chelsy Davy, had ever had an abortion or had any sexual diseases. In the documentary, entitled The Princes and the Press, BBC media editor Amol Rajan pointed out that Gavin Burrows is now providing evidence in the legal actions against the publisher of the News of the World and The Sun, and added that his claims are strongly disputed by them. The Daily Beast has sought comment from News Corp, the owner of News UK, the current name of the publisher of the titles. The documentary attracted attention after it was reported that the offices of the Queen, Prince Charles and Prince William had threatened to boycott the BBC, allegedly because they were angered by claims in the documentary that their offices actively briefed against Prince Harry and Meghan, planting negative stories in the press about them. There were only passing references to briefing wars in tonight's episode. It has been reported that the second part of the documentary to be broadcast next week will make more incendiary claims. However, Burrows' admission of the depths he had stooped to in his efforts to uncover details about Harry's life, including investigating the intimate details of Chelsy Davy's life, were truly shocking. Asked if Harry dating Chelsy had opened up a lucrative new avenue for him, Burrows, who said he was into my cocaine at the time, replied, "Oh, very much so. There was a lot of voicemail hacking going on, there was a lot of surveillance work on Chelsy Davy on her phones, on her cams. Chelsy would brag to her friends when she was going to see him," he said. Rajan asked, "So her life became an object of obsession for you guys as well?" Burrows replied, "Yes. Medical records, had she had an abortion, sexual diseases, ex-boyfriends, vet them, check them, education." Asked what he would say to Davy, Burrows replied, "Oh, I am very sorry, my actions were ruthless." The private investigator said he was sorry that he targeted Prince Harry's ex-girlfriend. He added, "As explained to me by a couple of editors, Harry had basically become the new Diana." The private investigator went on to say how news editors had told him that putting Prince Harry on the front page of the newspaper sold more copies than Prince William. Mr. Burrows said that when Prince Harry began dating Ms. Davy in 2004, it was seen as a new avenue of business, and her communications were targeted. He said, "There was a lot of voicemail hacking going on. There was a lot of surveillance work on her phones. There was surveillance work on her cams. Chelsy would brag to her friends when she was going to see him." Mr. Burrows added that investigators were interested in Chelsy's medical records. They were also interested in her ex-boyfriends and details of her education. The News of the World's former royal editor was involved in a criminal trial in 2014. At the trial, it was stated that Clive Goodman hacked the messages of Kate Middleton 155 times when she was dating Prince William. The court heard that the editor also hacked the phones of both princes. Speaking about these events, former BBC royal correspondent Peter Hunt said the princes felt really violated. He added that they both were initially determined to resolve their issues with the publisher. Although he added that now just one of the princes is still pursuing this maltreatment, which is Harry.